Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2020 Land Rover Defender 110X. Now this has 894 horsepower, 714 pounds-feet of torque from a 5.4 litre supercharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 4,106 pounds, has off-road tyres, off-road suspension to go with its all-wheel drive system, which was standard, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 3.509 seconds, 0 to 100 in 6.828 seconds, and going to a top speed of 199 miles an hour. So obviously this still does weigh quite a fair bit, although significantly less than its £5,000 plus original weight. But as you can see, the weight is the big factor in this in terms of its handling, as it is only 3.5. So yeah, that is considerably lower than several cars that we've taken out on this series previously. But as you can see, the off-road capability, the launch, acceleration and the speed are all really rather good. The braking isn't half bad given the amount of weight that this has going on. So yeah, this could go either way, to be honest, but I am surprised I haven't done this sooner, given it's one of the newer cars to the Forza series, and being an off-road vehicle as well. So yeah, going to be interested to see where this comes. Now in terms of, general kind of off-roaders, not, the stuff that's been pre-done via other companies like the Hilux AT38, for instance, done by Arctic Trucks, or the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400, for instance. We're aiming for the Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro or the Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, pretty much. So yeah, they're kind of the benchmark for cars that were stock that have been now upgraded on this game, rather than upgraded prior to being upgraded on this game, if you get what I mean. So yeah, one advantage I say this does have over the likes of those Toyotas is this is a little bit smaller in the general dimensions of the vehicle, which probably isn't going to make too much difference, but it should hopefully make it a little bit nippier, despite all of that weight that is still going on. But one advantage you can see for weight is stability. It can mean it's not going to get bounced around by any of the bumps. It generally won't jump back up when it lands, and yeah, it also means that the power, though is still plenty, isn't going to be overwhelming to the car overall. It's not going to be fast and frantic, for instance. This is going to be quite the easy car to drive, despite that handling stat being on the low side. So yeah, nice and stable on the landing there. And at least the brakes are good, so I'm not going to be struggling for slowing down this quite heavy car still. So it can be slightly braving coming into the corners at a fair old amount of speed. Although as per usual, we only have 3 rewinds to use, so yeah. Could be a bit more adventurous, but not too much to the point of not being able to rewind anymore. There is some understeer, which I guess is no surprise given it's got a much heavier, larger engine up front. It's only had a 3 litre inline 6 originally, I think it was. So yeah, supercharger alone is going to be a weight difference, never mind the extra cubic capacity and the 2 extra cylinders. Move through that section there, which is usually quite more frantic with the faster cars. It's not quite getting up to the kind of speed you'd expect on a car on this series on that straight bit there. Usually upwards to 150, we're just about 130 there. So yeah, we're going to be by no means the fastest car in this series, but as you can see, it is really rather easy to drive, even in this upgraded form. It's smooth, it's no real trouble whatsoever, so in that regard it is a good car, but yeah, we're not likely to see a fast time here. Yeah, not particularly fast at all there, but trouble-free in terms of driving it, but 3 minutes 28.951 is not particularly quick. It's easily one of the slower cars that we've had on this series lately. But it's far from the bottom. It's comfortably in the top 25 as it manages to beat the likes of the Ford Bronco, so it's quicker than that, which is arguably a lighter and smaller car than this, as well as the Ferrari FXXK Evo, the Land Cruiser AT37 from Toyota, so it's quicker than that from Toyota, so better than that, as well as also the Tundra TRD Pro from Toyota, which was easily the slowest of the 3 TRD Pros that we had, as that was far slower than the 4Runner and the Tacoma. The Tacoma is still in 5th place and the 4Runner is still in 11th. But we're also quicker than the likes of the Porsche Macan LPR Rally Raid, the Liberty F150 Pre-Runner, the Nissan Pickup Rally Raid, the Ford Super Duty F450, the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, and the STI S209 from Subaru. So yeah, by no means the slowest off-roader that we've had. Like I said, it's comfortably in the top 25 in 24th place, but yeah, it could definitely have been quicker than it is, but or you also feel like if you put more power into it, it would have been still as heavy, but more out of control because it's got more speed, more acceleration, but it still has all that weight to slow down at the end of the day, and would still have the same kind of handling as well. So yeah, it's all about compromise really, and I think we've gone down on the right side in terms of plenty of power. You know, it's still got nearly 900 horsepower, which is more than twice what it had originally, but also not so crazy that it's, you know, going to become undrivable, which I feel is a good compromise, quite frankly. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.